What's going on, YouTube? So this is where we're at on the 9. I know I've been a little absent. I did have a couple videos that I had edited and I lost the footage, and that was everything from the roof stainless. I think the last thing I posted was the rear glass stainless all the way around. I'm gonna try to salvage what I can. I did find a few pieces here and there of what I did here. Boom, boom. I think I had already posted the windshield stainless. I don't remember. It's been a minute. But I finally finished polishing the last of the stainless, which is, show you right here. This right here. So right here we have everything for the quarter panel, the door, and the wings, and the trunk also. Everything is done and ready for the trunk. So today's video is going to be the install of all these pieces. There's 1 on the door, 4 on the quarter panel, goodness, 3 on the wing, 4 if you count the paint divider, which I think is, yeah, part of the wing. We're gonna go ahead and get those installed. All this is done already. I mean, this car has so much stainless. The only thing I'm waiting for is the flags and the deer right there. Those are at the chrome platers. But outside of that, this is done. So I did all the wings here. Beautiful. Paint divider. It took me a while to get all this stuff done, but it's on. I went ahead and did this side first because honestly, I forgot how it went back together, but I had to relearn that. And now that I did, I can show you guys how to do the other side. It's really, really simple. There's nothing to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on this wing here. Just work from top to bottom, and I'll show y'all some adjustments here on the trim to make everything match. So you can see these holes are pretty big, all of them. And it's so you can have adjustments for the trim. You can move them up and down. You don't want to tighten everything at first. You want to get everything snug, and then kind of look down the side of the car, you know, do the body man look, make sure everything's straight, and then you can tighten everything down. So I know the car looks probably, I mean, I don't know how much different it looks from the other videos, but I'm gonna try to salvage what I can. From the roof stainless and the rockers. I think I have like 10 minutes of the rockers that I installed. But the rockers came out really nice. Another thing is just very easy. None of this is hard, it's time consuming. That's all it is. I think what is taking the longest is getting everything polished. So let me go ahead and get set up here, and we'll start with the wing right here. All right, to start off on the wing, you want to put your clips in. These are my original clips. You can salvage these. Nothing really happens to them when you take them off. They do not like your thumbs. That's probably about it. So if you look at this little tab here, they just slide right in there, and then you bend this tab down. That's it. So I'm gonna go back to all of them and bend that tab back down on all of them. That way it'll hold it in real good. And you want to start, you could start from the front or the back. I guess it really doesn't matter. But this front piece right here, here it is. It just has these 2 clips right there. And you want to go ahead and insert them. And you don't want to press this in just yet. So you want to kind of leave it like that, because you have to slide the second one inside of this one. So you don't want to clip it in just yet. So once we get the other one on, we'll do the same thing. We'll leave it halfway, just kind of hanging about right there, because all you have to do after this is just boom, start from the front and then just tap it in real slow. You don't want to hit it too hard because you don't want to chip your paint. So just keep that in mind. And then once you snap these in, you go in from the inside and just put the 2 nuts that hold this trim here. The paint divider, it just has these tiny little inserts, and you just insert them, and then you insert them here first, and then you just push in the paint divider. Right here you see there's no nuts or speed nuts, there's nothing on here. These just push into those tiny little clips right there. Very, very simple, very easy. So let me get this other piece in. Another quick tip, if you're taking this apart, you're taking your car apart, try your best to label everything, because these things, they do get confusing. So as you can see here, I had labeled them when I took them off. Just front, back. It would be better if you put, driver's side or something like that. So these are for the quarter panel. I had labeled these when I took them off. You see it says top driver's side. And then I labeled this too, bottom driver. They get confusing, guys, so just mark them. All right, so I started one of the nuts right here, and this one is just like barely on, but I did that so it won't fall. But you can see everything is ready to just snap in. I got everything in place. So this one here, you need to be careful with, because it does come closer to the wing than these. So when you snap that one in, you just gotta be careful. But you want to start here, kind of hold it like this with one hand, and then just tap these other ones with the other. I can't do it with the phone in my hand, so I'm just gonna tap them in real lightly all the way through, and they pop right in. So don't stress that part. All right, there it is. It popped in very easy, very easy. So there is a clip here on the inside, and then one here on the inside. Here are the speed nuts. These are 5/16 speed nuts. So all I gotta do is just put these on, tighten them here and here, and we're done. Done with the wing. So all this is nice and tight. Super easy just to bang it in with the palm of your hand, just kind of, or the back right here. It snaps right in. I started from front to back, just kind of snapping it in. And then I tightened. Actually, you know what? I have one more I need to tighten. I need to tighten one more in here. You can see the clips itself. Got that sucker snug. Put in the paint divider also. Easy money. Don't overthink this. It's way more simpler than what you may think. There's nothing to it. All right, I got my clips on the door. This is the door clip set that I bought. I'll put the link in the description. And I'll also put the link for the clip set that I bought for the quarter panel ones. So both of those will be in the description. All right, there it is. Super easy. You can see everything is lined up. This is not completely tight yet, and I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, so far it's lined up with the fender. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. But you don't want to tighten nothing. You don't want to tighten this one until these are straight. So you want to snug up this one, and then the two trims and the buckle. Line it up, and then tighten it. Because look how big these holes are, and all that is adjustment up and down. So here's the piece that goes there. So you just want to make a match. Let me put the clip on it, and I'll bring it back. So here it is. Here's the clip. Here's a clip right here. That's the original clip to the car. And I want you to see the adjustment on it. So look how much movement or play this has up and down. So that's why you want to wait till the end to tighten everything once everything is nice and straight. Once you install these trims and the buckle, then you can really look down the car to make sure everything's straight. I mean, right there, you can think that it's straight, but you might have one that's kind of wonky, and you won't see that looking straight at it. You really got to get everything snug, and then really do that body man look all the way on the side of the car, you know, with all this stupid angles and all that, just to make sure everything's straight. So let me get these on. Let me get this one on, and then we'll start with these two because that buckle goes last. All right, so here are the clips that came for the side trim. I bought these from Classic Industries, and also came with these. So there is 6 holes that you cannot reach or get to from the back side of the quarter panel, which are these right here, from here to here. So those are just press in. All the other ones you can get from behind the quarter panel. So these right here, they go in the same way as these other ones, but these just clip in the hole right there. And you can see they have a little bit more of a ovalish shape, like the original hole. Here's another one. Here's a closer look at them. I did find these that have a foam backing on them, and I like those better because it seals a little bit better. So I'll put the link for the whole clip set for the quarter panel, plus these right here. That's the only difference on them, and they do seem a little bit wider, but they work just the same. So for this, I already got all the clips on, they're lined up. So here's a better look at it. This is obviously better to do with 2 people, but you can't do it by yourself. So all I did was I put it up against the quarter panel. I reached over and I added a couple of speed nuts right here. And then these pushing clips, you can see they're already like halfway in. So now all I gotta do is just pop them in and then add the speed nuts to everything. Pretty simple. There it is. Easy does it. That's almost too easy. There's nothing to it. A lot of this stuff seems intimidating, but man, once you start doing it, it's pretty easy. I guess I did kind of psych myself out before I started the other side, because I've looked at this car so long without trim and I've been so anxious the whole time. But man, it's really easy. There's nothing to it. Just be patient, take your time. That one's already done. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the top one. We're gonna do the exact same thing and get this finished. After that, we'll go ahead and do the buckle, and I'll show you the adjustments on the buckle. All right, I got this top one about halfway on. I did the exact same thing. I just started a couple speed nuts over there in the back and halfway inserted these that pop in. You can see it right there. And now I just gotta pop them in and put the speed nuts. Easy money. So here's one reason why it's so important to label these things, because it's easy to get confused because one is longer than the other. So if I did not label them, I probably would have put them on wrong. Just make sure when you take them off, you put some sort of marking in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in and tighten this up, and then we'll work on the buckle next. Down to the wire. So last piece we got is the buckle. It's this right here. Now I don't have the deers with the flags. They're at the chrome platers. They only sell those in gold plated, and I don't want nothing gold plated. So I thought about buying some gold plated ones and then stripping them and then chrome plating them, but my originals were really nice. So I just had those chrome plated. So I should be getting those back in about a week. And then once I get those back, I'm gonna color match the flags to the car. So I guess I'll show you how to do that whenever I get them back. But yeah, here's this. It's the last thing. It only has two clips in the back. That's about it. So we're gonna snug it up. we're gonna put it on, snug it up, and then we're gonna do the body man pose. We're gonna go up and down the car like the body mans do. Looking for dents, looking for waves, trying to scam you, tell you your car is destroyed. Yeah, I gotta put those kind of eyes on this. Make sure everything is straight. And once it is, then I'll tighten everything up and then we're done. Done with the wings, done with the quarter panel, done with the door. Well, the body man pose has been effective. That thing is arrow straight. Arrow straight. Super straight. Well, here's the last of the stainless that I need to install. It's everything for the trunk. It's the split in the middle. These things go on the wings. Right next to here, they go inserted. Just like that. The split itself goes inserted here. So there's a sequence that you need to follow. This thing needs to be completely put together. I just got this back from the chrome platers today. It's the original one to the car. It was really pitted. This is pot metal, but they did an excellent job of restoring it. It looks wonderful. Now the only reason I can't put this thing together is because of this. This has to be complete, this whole thing, before you can install anything. It pretty much goes first. And well, I simply do not like the color of this. There's nothing red, white, or blue on this car at all. So I'm gonna strip the paint off of this and I'm gonna color match it. Then I can put all these pieces on, because I think it's gonna be an eyesore if I put it on and it doesn't match anything else. So it's just how my brain works. I don't like this. It's new, it's nice, USA part, but it just doesn't match anything. I just can't. Yeah, no. So I'm gonna strip this and then color match it to the car, and then I'm gonna smoke the lens, because I'm gonna have a theme of, just the gray and the silver, the dark gray and the silver. So once I do that, I can put this trunk together. So I'll bring y'all back. All right, YouTube, this took me a couple hours, but I was able to strip it completely. It's under really bright lights, but it's color matched. All right, you can see a little bit better there. Stripped it completely, and I used the same base, the same 2 base coats from the car, so it came out really nice. Stripping it is what took the longest. Taping and painting it was nothing. So man, I'm real happy with the results. Now I can go ahead and put my trunk together, so it's gonna be fun. So that's next, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do the stainless on the trunk, which is the split, is that long one. This piece right here goes in the middle, obviously, and then on the sides. There it is. I got my trunk stainless on. Color matched emblem. Loving that piece. And this trunk here is massive. This thing is heavy. These stainless pieces are not hard. They're tedious to get on, but they're not hard. They're time consuming. But you can do it by yourself if you take your time. The biggest thing is making sure the holes for the trunk split are open. You know, make sure they're not clogged up with anything. So this was painted, you know, about a year ago, but I never went back and cleaned the holes for the trunk split, and they were full of primers, you know, base coats, clears, and this thing has 6 coats of clear on it. So I was having trouble getting this on at first, so I stopped. I went and cleaned all the holes up real nice, and to where this thing would just fall in place. So if your car is recently painted, make sure you do that first so this can just fall right in place. So this is the first piece you put on. After you put this on, you want to start the nut at the very front over there. Start the first one, don't tighten it, and then start the one that's about right here, don't tighten it. After that, you want to grab this piece, insert it here. See, it just goes inserted, then lay it down. And then after you do that, you can start the nuts on here and here. There's a nut on each one right here. One right here in the back, one right here in the back that holds this piece. Just start them, don't tighten them. And then this passenger side one, either one, insert it right here. It just goes over a clip. It goes over it. And then start the bolt right here at the end. And then do the same thing to this side. Just insert it, start the bolt at the end. After that, then you can go to the very last one on the trunk split, which is here. I'm sorry, it's here. It's really close right there. Go ahead and tighten that one. Then tighten these two. After that, you can go ahead and tighten the ones here at the end, and then just tighten them all the way in. Then you can go ahead and tighten your whole trunk split. So if you follow that sequence, it'll be easy. You can do it by yourself. So make sure you just take your time. There's really nothing you can do in a rush when you're doing a restoration. You have to take your time for everything. So that's that. Pretty easy. The hardest thing about this was polishing it. You know, that took forever. But that's the sequence for the trunk stainless. Here's the color match piece. You can see a little bit better there. Came out really nice. This is actually now one of my favorite pieces on the car. And that's it. I just need to add my keyhole to that. And we're done with the stainless. Goodness. I felt like I was never gonna finish. It was really, really overwhelming polishing all the stainless on this car, because I had a big giant pile of it and everything needed to be restored. Not a whole lot of dents in it, but a whole lot of polishing, a whole lot of sanding. But I'm glad that's done. So there it is, guys. The stainless is done on the 59. So if you guys have any questions of anything in this video, feel free to contact me, or feel free to hit me up here in the messages below. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next to this car because I have so much to do to it. But I will be recording it and I'll keep you guys posted. So thanks for watching.